Today we're going to discuss tree pose. So, important to prep the body, as always, when you are doing different poses, especially if it's your peak pose. So to come into tree, we have prepped already for standing on one leg. We've laterally rotated, right, because tree is a lateral rotation. We're rolling that thigh into external rotation. So we're going to talk about what we do with the hips when we're in this pose. So when we're here, we really don't want to be, so yes, we can pull this all the way up, right? We don't want to be on the knee. Pull this all the way up here, but see how my hip on this side is way higher than over here? That iliac crest is completely high because my body is not allowing me to go that high today, which is okay. You can even be in tree pose and be here. You want these to be even though. You don't want one pulling way higher than the other. So that is an example of what not to do. So I like to start tree pose kind of in mountain. So we'll roll the toes down, really engaging. So we're really active in the foot here, really grounding down. So we're lifting the arch, we're engaging. So it's sort of a chain reaction. We are engaging at the arch, we're engaging the inner ankle, inner calf, right? And then we're engaging the adductors of the hip. We're lifting that kneecap up to activate the quads, right? So we've got all that going on. And then we're engaging the glutes on this. This is all standing leg. So we're engaging the glutes on the standing leg, okay? We're engaging the core, which is the belly and the back, those abdominal muscles. Rolling the shoulders down and back. Nice lift in the sternum or the breastbone. Broadening across the collarbones of the clavicles. Once we've done all that, then we start to prep. I like to start with my hands on my hips because this is a really good reminder and it helps you be really aware of if one starts to pop up, you can adjust, right? So through this pose, you're going to be constantly adjusting that angle. So I like to start this, remember engage all of the standing leg, by just tapping that toe out. Just really prepping the body so it knows what's coming. So on this leg, we're activating lateral rotation, right? That biceps femoris of the hamstring helps laterally rotate the knee when it is flexed. So that muscle will be engaged because the knee is bent by the hamstrings, right? We're also engaging some of those lateral quad muscles when we open up the hip. We're engaging all those abductors, right? You got your TFL, your glute med, your glute med, your piriformis, and any of the hip lateral rotators. Those are going to be engaging. So I'm going to bring, so I like to start here. Really suck the belly in. Now that we're all ready, we've prepared our body, we're going to lift, and I'm not going to go very high, because it's more important to maintain the integrity of the pose than to say lift your foot up to your belly button, I think. So as we do this, we're keeping in check with our stance leg, right? We're not locking the knee. We don't want to bend it backwards. We want to keep it nice and strong and stable. Keep the shoulders down. Really checking in that we're not doing this as we start to maybe wobble a little bit. So we're engaging all those muscles. If you need to, you can always do this against a wall. You could be backed right up to the wall and do this here. You could also keep one hand on the wall. If your body is able, you could definitely start here, lift, and if you're going to come up past the knee, we don't ever want to be on the knee joint. We don't want to push it in a direction it shouldn't go. That is not a safe idea. But when we do this and we come up higher, say into the thigh, we're really pressing those inner thigh muscles against the foot. We're pressing the foot into the adductors of the thigh, and we're pressing the thigh, the groin muscles, we're pressing those back into the hips, so it's really active. And even if you're down lower, like this, right, keeping that hip in check, that we're stable and in alignment here, even here, the foot is pressing into the calf, right? So we come up, We can come down. We can do all kinds of things with the hands, right? We could even leave them here if it's more of a beginner class, right? So maybe people aren't used to standing on their leg. Maybe you just do here. You just have them start to lift it, or just prop the heel against the ankle. It's always an option. You can always modify. We want to be engaging the correct muscles. We don't want to be tweaking ourselves. We want to be engaging the correct muscles and maintaining the integrity of the pose.